Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. The topic on the table today is breaking down the move in IPOE, merging with SoFi, and why ACTC merging with Proterra might be next.
Today's video will be broken down into 4 parts. The reason for the movement in IPOE, the reason for the movement in ACTC, comparing IPOE and ACTC, and how to play both of these stocks.
Before I begin, if you want to see a breakdown of the fundamentals of IPOE, we go over it in another video right here in the top right corner of your screen. I would recommend checking this video out if you need a better understanding of IPOE before watching this video. Okay, now back to the IPOE action. Within the past few weeks, IPOE has had a significant upwards breakout after a long period of downwards movement in the stock. So now the big question, why the sudden change of sentiment and run? The movement is primarily due to the nearing of IPOE Chamath Social Capital V's intended merger with SoFi. After the merger was approved on the 27th of May, the ticker symbol IPOE is expected to merge on June 1st, next Tuesday, and will trade as ticker symbol SoFi on the NASDAQ exchange. SoFi is a much anticipated IPO. Maybe you have seen companies like Airbnb, Airbnb, Coinbase, Coin, and DoorDash, Dash, all shoot up in their IPOs or first time trading to the general public. SoFi is in/near this realm of excitement to all of these companies. So when the ticker change occurs, SoFi will likely begin to attract a lot of similar attention to the companies just listed above. Thus, people are rushing to get in anticipation of this move. However, this run also wasn't arbitrary and in fact had a reason behind it, which Brandon will now show through his technical analysis.
Over the past 2 weeks, SoFi has moved a staggering 35% ever since the announcement of the merger settlement date. Looking through my technical analysis on IPOE, it's been trading inside a descending wedge, also known as the falling wedge, for the past 2 to 3 months. The falling wedge tends to become a bullish pattern that begins wide in the beginning and over time contracts as price moves lower. When a stock exhibits this pattern, it usually experiences lower highs and lower lows. Once the stock breaks above the falling wedge, it will signify a reversal is imminent and tends to lead towards bullish price action and momentum. So in this case, IPOE broke through the falling wedge on May 19th, which led to a monstrous 2-week gain for the stock. Some key levels to watch for support and resistance are around $19.20 for support and $22 for resistance. If $19.20 fails to hold, IPOE will retest 18.5 as it represents the next support. And if IPOE continues to chug higher and breaks $22 as resistance, look for 24 as the next key level of resistance. A common theme that occurs in the stock market is the theory of buy the rumor and sell the news. This basically means that traders are joining the stock's momentum, which is built off the hype of an upcoming catalyst, and selling once that event occurs. So for SoFi, it's the ticker change that's occurring on June 1st. What may potentially happen is SoFi selling off once the ticker changes or even after the merger agreement, although this is a big if it actually happens.
Similar to ticker symbol IPOE, ticker symbol ACTC announced their shareholder vote will be on June 11th. Assuming the proposed merger with Proterra, the EV bus and battery manufacturer, passes, the ticker will change from ACTC to ticker symbol PTRA in the coming days after the vote. If you want to see why we, Brandon and I, both love Proterra as well, you can once again click the link to see our in-depth analysis and DD on Proterra. Proterra has also been through quite the run-up in the past few days after the proposed merger date was announced. Judging from the technicals, Proterra, ACTC, still has a long way to go. Here is why.
Although ACTC's merger isn't until June 11th, it has followed SPACs like IPOE and the bullishness that's occurring in the SPAC and broader markets. Similar to IPOE, ACTC was also trading within a falling wedge, but resembled more of a descending channel. Going over my technical analysis, ACTC has recently broken through the descending channel, with it potentially signifying that it will be creating higher highs and higher lows, breaking through the bearishness that it has exhibited for the past 3 months. Some key levels to watch for support are $17 and the 50-day moving average, which is at $16.30. If ACTC is unable to hold above $16.30, it would re-enter into the descending channel, which would be bearish for the overall stock. Some key levels for resistance are $19. If ACTC can manage to break through that $19 level, I can definitely see it following a similar price action to what IPOE exhibited these past 2 weeks. And it would lead to the next key level of resistance, which would be at $24. That would represent over a 25% gain from 19 to 24. Just going back to early January, when ArcLight Capital announced their merger agreement with Proterra, The stock moved ballistically on that day of the announcement, rocketing as high as 110% in one day. In my opinion, when Proterra gets closer to the merger settlement date, and soon after the changing of the ticker symbol, Proterra will look even more compelling for a retail investor or for potential hedge funds. So to conclude my rambling, in my opinion, ACTC merging with Proterra will perform far greater once it successfully completes its merger and the ticker symbol changes to PTRA. Now comparing ACTC and IPOE. Both ACTC and IPOE are SPACs that have been hammered ever since the SEC has been cracking down on the SPAC process. But just recently, the SPAC market has been heating up, not off news, but just the overall bullishness that's occurring in the broader markets. Overall, this has been really good for SPACs, and has led to big moves in IPOE and ACTC, and even other SPACs. Even with this move, ACTC has still a lot of opportunity ahead. This is backed by the current discrepancy of both charts of ACTC and IPOE. Looking at the charts next to each other, it is clear that they have very similar movements at a generally similar area. However, as of late, IPOE has broken far past ACTC in the chart, leading to an opportunity in ACTC to regain a similar level to IPOE. In investing, it is important to take advantage of these discrepancies to find good deals in the market and to maximize your profits.
After the merger, these stocks will likely not move together. The extended periods of downwards movement, followed by a strong recovery, is a trend currently present across many not yet merged SPACs. However, for de-SPACed companies, their charts differ significantly from one another. Therefore, it is important to diversify to balance your risk while investing in these assets. In addition, I would recommend only dedicating a small portion of your portfolio depending on your risk tolerance because of the SPAC's high growth and somewhat erratic movement that really being in the SPAC process does cause. I am playing both SoFi and Proterra with a 30-70 split to Proterra. I do this because my conviction is slightly higher in Proterra because I understand their business far better than SoFi's. But I also want to ensure that I am exposed to both of these SPACs as I believe these are the two best SPACs in the market currently.
Personally, I'm both invested in SoFi and Proterra with a long-term outlook. In addition to the shares I'm holding, I'm currently in the process of swing trading IPOE with an average cost basis of 15.5, which I plan on selling as soon as Tuesday. Depending on the price I sell it at, I would have gained approximately 30% just from holding the stock for less than 2 weeks. Make sure to check out our Instagram page right over here where we post daily stock market picks and updates.
Make sure to check out our StockTwits Twitter and Discord, all linked in the description below, as well as make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and hit that juicy red tomato subscribe button and those post notifications to keep up with our latest videos. As well as we would appreciate if you left a comment down below on something we can maybe improve on, as we've gotten so many good suggestions and we're trying to make every video better than the last. So thank you so much for watching and good luck on your investment journey.
Bye.